Hi, I'm Tom Hess, and I'm glad that you've come here to check out this video to learn more about how to teach acoustic guitar. Now, as you can imagine, electric guitar and acoustic guitar are very similar, but there are some specific challenges in teaching acoustic guitar that don't really exist, at least not in the same way, as teaching electric guitar. Now, the first thing that I want you to realize is that there's a very common mistake that guitar teachers of all types make. And when they're searching for information or a resource about how to become a better guitar teacher, the mistake that they make is that they start looking for specific lesson materials that they can give to students, and or they start to look for a specific lesson teaching methodology or a system or a strategy or a template that they can use in which they can take all of their students and teach them essentially the same way. Well, the problem with both of those ideas is that it doesn't work. Because if it did work, all guitar teachers would need to do is write a book and sell like 500,000 copies of them, and everybody would learn guitar and be great. So looking for specific materials in which you can use for all your students, looking for a specific template or a process or a methodology that you can use and take students through is also not going to be effective because, as you know, students are all different. And even if they're all playing acoustic guitar, they're all different. They progress differently. They process information differently. They have different skill sets, different backgrounds. There's all of these reasons why having a single method is just not going to be effective. It's going to be effective for some of your students, but for other students, they're just going to be lost. They're not going to get the result that they were hoping to get from you, and I know that's not what you want, and certainly it's not what they want. So, what is the answer? Well, the beginning, the place to start to get the answer is through some free resources that I have at my website at the link below. Now, what I'm going to suggest for you to do is to start with some free online assessments. And what this is going to do is give you some very real clarity about where your current potential is and strengths and weaknesses are as a guitar teacher, and also in terms of building your guitar teaching business or career. Okay? So once you fill out those forms, I'm going to take a look at all of those answers, and I'm going to give you some very specific feedback based on each question that you answered. Things that you can take from me and use right away in your teaching skills and also in your teaching business. In addition, there's some other resources, there are some other assessments which are going to help reposition some of the thinking that you may have had up until now. And it's going to open up some new insights and some new options, new possibilities that you may not have ever considered before. And it's going to add so much more value to the students that you're teaching, and you're going to actually be able to make a lot more money because of it as a byproduct of all of that. On the other side of things, on the business side, I've got a lot of free resources there, things I can help you with specifically through these assessments and my responses to them that are going to show you some different teaching models that you may never have even heard about before, or if you have heard of them, you may not have ever been able to implement them in a very effective way. Okay, so I can help you with that. And in addition to all of that, I've got a free, very special 20-minute video, which is too long to fit here on YouTube, so I had to put it on my site for you to check out. And it's all about adding an immense amount of new value to the students that you're teaching, and at the same time greatly expanding your ability to make a whole lot more money than you probably even imagine is possible for a guitar teacher to make. Now, these are not two separate ideas, it's one idea synthesized and integrated together. It's going to blow your mind when you see this. Come to my website, check out these assessments, accept my free help in the tips I'm going to give you based on how you answer the questions, and then check out this video as well as some other resources I'll be giving you along the way. You will be so glad that you did.